Hey YouTube, Ham here. Fred comes back tomorrow. Been out for a while. Thank you for the great response I got on my 9/11 ramblings. Sorry, I was dead tired when I did that. But anyway, I got tagged by someone, and I'm going to apologize because I can't remember who it was. But they tagged me wanting to know what my survival kit was. Well, many and varied are they. I carry a number of different bags and packs and everything I do. But I thought this would be a great time to show you something that I've been working on lately that I think everybody can do for very little money. And also to give a shout out to a very, very great YouTuber that I am learning a lot from. I'll tell you why. His name is Cryptic Cricket. Now, I've tagged him before with some other things he did. But if you check out Cryptic Cricket's channel, and I'll put it down in the notations, this is a guy who offers some very practical lessons and ideas on surviving and gear and making your own way if stuff goes down, using things you may already have around the house or things that are very, very inexpensive. When I say inexpensive, I mean like really inexpensive. But he came out with a video a while back on a simple survival kit, and it just so happens I had a lot of that stuff already laying around, including the little packs, which I'm going to show you here in a second. But this is my response to him and what I've done to modify it. First of all, let's see what he's talking about. This is the classic M16 ammo pouch. It's designed to hold M16 clips, and it has two pouches here that were originally designed to carry grenades. Well, you're not going to carry grenades. Well, maybe some of you will carry grenades, but anyway, that's what these are for. Now, these are just like open slot holsters, and this isn't very big. It's about maybe, I don't know, I don't have a ruler handy, but I'd say 8 inches by about 4.5 inches by about 2 inches thick. It's got a little drain hole in the bottom. Made of nylon, government issue. You can get these in a surplus store for about $3, sometimes even less. And it's got the compression clip here that opens up. Now, what Cryptic Cricket did, he based his kit on using another thing I had laying around the house. This is a mini loaf pan. Okay, now this does a couple things for you. First of all, it's Teflon coated nonstick. Got these at Kmart. They're excellent for boiling water, cooking in, drinking out of, and it's also a nice sturdy container to hold your emergency survival items in, and it fits very well inside this pack. See, this is what he does. So I took his ideas based on the M16 ammo pouch, and you can check out his video on what he does, but of course I had to go a little bit further. So what I did was, I'll check something here real quick. Okay, we are all the way up. I took his idea and made my own. Yeah, I know. Well, in his original design, Cryptic Cricket had 2 8-ounce plastic water bottles on either side, citing the rule of 3. You can go 3 days without water. And that's true, but I approached it a different way, looking at things I thought were very necessary if you had to just jump and run. This is something, again, that can mount on your belt, can mount on another pack, can be thrown into a bag, and I think we've got a pretty good handle on it. I'm still waiting for his response. But first of all, add-ons. Let's go from the outside. This is the standard Maxpedition Roly-Poly, the large version. This will hold a 32-ounce bottle. You can put it on your belt. I'm holding it on the pack with something that I think would be absolutely essential when you're out, and that is a elastic strap with Velcro closure. Now, this gives you a couple of options. You can use it as a tourniquet. You can use it to hold other things on, and it just slides right through the belt loop. So you can take this pouch and put it on your belt or something else. But again, I won't do this now, but you've seen the roly-poly comes out and becomes was originally, a shot bag, ammo bag. for spent casings, whatever, on the range or in the field. But it does really well in holding a 32-ounce bottle. Has a drawstring on it to hold it tight. So that's the first thing. Okay, water bottles, cans, whatever you have will carry nicely in this. So that's the first thing. Secondly, one thing he didn't address a lot of was paracord, and we all know how vital paracord is. Well, I combined two of the things he had in his kit in one. This is 45 feet of 550 test paracord done in a simple strap, and the buckle is one of those neat outdoors buckles that has the emergency whistle built into it. In his kit, Cryptic Cricket had one inside the pack, but this kind of solves two things at once. I left the ends open for rapid unraveling if you need it. It is a kind of a double king wrap here, so for part of it. It does fit around the bag. It also helps compress the bag as well. So, paracord on the outside. And then, instead of the canteens, and I'm not going to pull this out because I've got it wrapped around very well, but two things. First of all, this is an adult size, heavy vinyl poncho. Good for shelter, of course, for rain protection, whatever else you have going, but that fits in very nicely and just stuffs around the two grenade pouches and wraps around the bottom of the pack. Then, as he did in his video, this is reflective tape that I've applied to the outside and also to a small area in the back. This is good for signaling. We have other signaling devices, but an extra way to be useful if you need to signal or mark a trail or something. There's the tape there. Now, for the kit itself, okay, we undo the snaps, and we see we have a couple of things. First of all, inside the cover, which is something he didn't do, but it fits in for me, we have a small bag containing a little flashlight and a little tiny Gerber multi-tool that I have not seen. I love these little plastic bags. You can get these with items that you buy. You know, I'm collecting challenge coins. Well, these bags are what the challenge coins come in, and they're really good for using other things. Nice snap tight, so they're waterproof. This is by Gerber. It's supposed to be on a keychain. It's a little light, 3-position, with an emergency flasher built into it. It is waterproof. And of course the ubiquitous bottle opener. Gotta have one of those. Whatever happened to Farmer Diddley anyway? I haven't heard from him in a while. I'm sure he's okay. This is a little tool that Gerber put out a while back. I haven't seen them since. It may have been discontinued. But you can never have enough blades. Of course, this has a very little blade that comes out and locks in. It also has two different types of screwdriver tools on it. They're both small, but can be useful. They both come out and lock up, one Phillips and one standard blade. And then it has a very small set of their great little Fiskars scissors in the middle. And you even get a little tiny pair of tweezers. So, this also was designed to go in a keychain, but it fits really good in that little bag on top. And it fits in very well in the space left by the slanted outside of our mini loaf tin that we're going to pull out in a second. Then, inside the rest of the cover, we'll pull this out. I love these. First of all, for easy grab, I've got an antiseptic coated Band-Aid just for a quick injury response. We've got more of these inside the pack. And a single alcohol prep, which is also very good as a fire starter. These things burn very well and actually last for a while. So if you haven't got anything else, another way to start a little fire is burning one of these alcohol pads. This is a Swedish, some say army, some say camping, rubber folding cup. It fits perfectly in the cover of the M16 pouch. And when you unfold it, it is a great 8-ounce cup that is very good for either hot or cold liquid. It's even got a little handle on it. And it's a great little drinking device. Also can be used for food prep or whatever else you've got. Can even be used to hold various items if you wish. But it is a perfect fit for that, and always good to have a drinking utensil if you can have one. So that's there. Now, for the main part of the kit itself, I'm actually going to pull the tray out and then put the kit aside. I've got a couple of other things here that I'm going to pull out that go along the sides. Now, all the way in the bottom, I don't know if you can see it there, but let's see. Do I have a flashlight here? Yes, I do. As a matter of fact, I have my little flashlight. I've got it pushed all the way in there, so I'm not going to pull it out for now, but you'll see I have another little plastic bag down there with some more first aid supplies, some bandages, some more alcohol wipes, and again, it fits very well into the angled space left from the mini loaf pants. I've got that down in there, tucked all the way at the bottom of the kit, so we'll just leave that there. Okay, let's turn this off. And we'll put the case aside so we can look at the rest. Now, riding in the case alongside the tin, I've got my K-bar, what was this called? Oh my god, I forgot the name of it. I'll put it in the comments. But anyway, this comes a piggyback. That's it, the K-bar piggyback. Very good little Skinner blade. And that fits in very low, perfect size for the case, and gives you a nice little emergency straight blade if you need it. That goes in there. Also, I've got approximately 2 feet by 2 feet of regular aluminum foil, folded up so it's long and straight, and goes in along the side of the pie tin along the edge of the case. That slides in also very well. Very good for transferring fire. 1,000,001 uses for aluminum foil, also in a pinch, also another signaling device if you need it. That goes in there. Then, just like he said in his video, Cryptic Cricket did, a signaling mirror, and he also has a very excellent video on his channel about using a signal mirror. Lots and lots of great information on his channel, but anyway, the signaling mirror goes in. Then, again, another option. This is a higher end. It's one of the things I did spend the money on. It's about $4 at Dick's Sporting Goods or another sporting goods store. This is one of the high-end emergency space blankets. These are the kind that have the little hood built into them in the pockets, so you can actually put your hands in the edge and use it as a wraparound. Many uses. It's got a reflective side and the orange side on the outside. This is the single-person one. They also make a two-person one, and reusable. And we all know the benefits of the Mylar blanket when it comes to conserving heat, and also has to be used as an additional shelter if you need it beyond the poncho. So we've got that there. Now, the contents of the tin. And again, when I was talking about the indentations on the tin, let's take another look at it. You see the sides are sloped. Cryptic Cricket used one that was a little more square, and that may have given him a little bit more volume, but this is still a good enough volume to work with. And the indented sides in the front and back and on the sides give you room to tuck other things inside your pouch. So, first off, we have a coffee filter. Can be used for filtering water, also as an emergency air mask you need it, and a couple of more alcohol pads. Again, we've already talked about the benefit of the alcohol pads. Next, we have what used to be a survival whistle. I snapped the whistle off because it was just maddening with that little plastic ball that wraps around. Has a operational compass, not a great compass, but you know, in a pinch. When you unscrew it, it is a waterproof match holder. Got the matches in there, plus you've got another signaling mirror on the inside of the cap, and always good to have a couple of different ways to make fire. There's a couple of things that aren't in this kit yet because I've got them on order because I knew I needed new ones. So let's talk about what I don't have. There will be a ferrous rod fire starter that goes in here. I've got them on order. They're coming in. I like those better than the magnesium block ones, basically because if you've ever tried to shave that magnesium off those blocks, it is a pain in the ass. And I'd rather go with, if I have to add something to this, I'll go with a little can of, what is it called, microtorch? Or whatever it is sold by Pathfinders. That stuff is great. I'll probably end up getting some of that. But that, and the other thing I don't have in here yet escapes me, but I'm sure it'll come back to me. But anyway, the ferrous rod was the one thing. We'll put that in. Then I have 2 rolls of tape. One is of duct tape, and another one is what they call strapping tape. It's the plastic packaging tape with the nylon strands in it. Very strong, very useful. What I've done is I've taken some old pens. You get them at hotels or whatever. Got a zillion of them. Throw away the insides and then cut them down and use them as the spools to wrap the tape on. So you've got 2 rolls of that. A little bit of wrapping wire. I both collect and fix toys as a hobby, and some of the new toys that come in have these really nice plastic wrapped, fairly sturdy wire pieces, 2 long, 1 short, and you simply wrap them around a finger and tuck them in there. Very good for securing things, and a little bit of hard wire if you need it. This is the package that the survival blanket came in by SOL. Okay, this is a very good, very heavy-duty plastic bag. I'd say about 3 grades thicker than your normal Ziploc bag, and it is a lockable bag. So that gives you another possible water container or a zipped up container for something else. But anyway, that rolls up and that stays inside the pouch. We have a small signal whistle that I got off another device, in addition to the one that's on the buckle of the paracord. This is an additional one. This is actually much louder than the one on the paracord, so we keep that in there. Then can't do without a multi-tool, and since I'm the lone Gerber fanatic, this is an older Gerber. It's a diesel, but it does give you the pliers, which will always come in handy, cutters, and all the benefits of a multi-tool. Older model, much older. You can see the tools are still on the inside. But had it laying around. Had some smaller ones, but I couldn't find it. But this does fit very well in the container. And then, again, the one version I really like for making fire, this is dryer lint. I've used this for a long, long time. This stuff always works. Very, very easy to start your fire and then transfer it, possibly using the aluminum foil as a base carrier, to where you're going to be starting your fire. But very good. Oh, that was the other thing. I'm also going to include a small little Bic lighter as a 4th way to make fire. Since I usually have a Zippo on me anyway, the Bic will go into one of the little spaces in the tin, and that will be the other thing. So that's the survival kit, and of course your tin itself. This is really heavy steel, Teflon coated, has handles, holes if you needed to tie it to hold something. You can drink out of it, you can cook in it, it will heat up water for soups, whatever, and just has a lot of uses and a very good base for your survival kit. So there it is. All that fits into one of these, an M16 ammo pouch. And again, an expansion on the idea from, I think, one of the better YouTube guys out there, Cryptic Cricket. Thank you very much for your lessons and for the ideas. That's one of the survival kits. More coming in a minute, but I thought this would be a good way to start. Everybody stay safe, have fun, see you later.